Okay, sounds good. Awesome, thanks. Well, you guys, our little Cruzy bear is in the vet. Little Cruzy started to limp this morning, and I didn't think anything of it. Maybe he kind of just twisted his ankle or something like that, or twisted his wrist. But then later on today, he started to limp pretty hard, and I was like, okay. So I threw him in the van and just tried to keep him calm today, and like restricted his movement a little bit, let him get some rest. He slept a lot today, and then he jumped down off the driver's seat and started to just scream like a noise I never ever want to hear. So I was outside the van when I heard it, and I came back and what's going on? And he flipped over on his side, and he was just screaming, like literally yelping. And I didn't know what to do, so I picked him up and I put him on the bed, and I gave him a little bit of love and told him to sleep, and he did. He passed out sleeping for about an hour, and then when he woke up, he started to scream, like literally just woke up and started to scream. So I drove him to the 24-hour clinic here in Nanaimo, and every time I turned a corner, I guess maybe his body moving, he would just start to yelp again. He hurt his wrist really bad, and I think it was from running around in the snow the other day, because he was just bombing around like he was having a blast. But I think he was having just too much fun, and he probably just stepped on something inside the snow, maybe kind of rolled his foot and hurt his wrist. So I brought him here. They're just taking him in to do some x-rays and stuff right now, and we should hear from him pretty soon. Hopefully things are okay. I brought him here because if it's just like a sprain, no big deal, some rest, and he'll be back to normal. My worry was with that kind of screaming is that maybe he did break something. That's why I brought him to the clinic here. So that little guy has gone through so much this past year with his bladder stones and stuff too. My tough little guy.
Hi there, this is Brittany calling from inside the clinic just to discharge CRUZ to you.
Yep, okay.
All right. So on the invoice today, we've got the emergency exam, the x-rays, the radiograph consult, as well as the pain and anti-inflammatory medication, which is called Medicam.
Are you good?
Let's get out of this joint.
He's like, they gave me some good stuff in there, Dad. You look a little stoned, CRUZ. Hey, how you feeling, pal? A little drowsy?
There you go.
You good? He's super doped up right now. Hey, little buddy. So this is the wrist right here. It's really swollen compared to the other one. Hey, buddy. Everything turned out to be okay. They figured it was just a really, really bad strain. They did take x-rays, but they can't read the x-rays here. They said because the wrist is a really kind of a finicky cluster of bones. In bulldogs, it's really hard to read them, so they have to send them out to get read. So we won't be able to find out what the x-ray said for, I think they said 24 to 36 hours, depending on how busy the radiology people are. So yeah, anyway, guys, it's super late. It's about midnight right now, so I'm gonna go curl up somewhere and go to sleep. It's been a long day today. I'm just gonna sleep tonight right around the corner here from the veterinary clinic. So yeah, today I had a dentist appointment and got my whole bottom lip was completely frozen today. Like it was frozen. Literally my entire bottom jaw, my whole lip was frozen to the point that I couldn't even feel it. Like, I didn't know if my mouth was shut or if it was open. And then I was cleaning out the van tonight, and then I heard CRUZ. I gave CRUZ some medication that I gotta start giving him as of tomorrow, just kind of like pain relief stuff and some anti-inflammatories. And we're gonna have to go buy some ice. Oh, he is out. Gonna have to go buy some ice and keep it in the freezer back there and put some ice packs on his leg multiple times a day for the next little while. But what he needs right now is rest and no activity for a little while. But I'm really, really glad that that it was just a sprain. I chose to do the x-rays. He asked me, he goes, do you want to do x-rays? You don't have to. He goes, I think it may have just been a pretty hard sprain. He goes, nothing seems to show a break, but I chose just for my own peace of mind to get the x-rays done. That way, I don't want to happen to see like a little hairline fracture or something like that turn into a major injury later because we didn't catch it early enough. So x-rays weren't cheap, but peace of mind it's hard to put a dollar value on that. And you know, it's our boy here. Whatever it takes to make him healthy. It's so heartbreaking when your animals are in pain. It's the worst thing in the world. Oh, you buddy. I had to let CRUZ down on the floor. I think that's why I didn't sleep very well, because I was worried that he was going to jump on the floor and hurt his wrist. But thankfully he moved around a lot on the side of the bed and kind of made enough of a movement that I had the chance to pick him up and put him on the floor. Oh my gosh. Man, there's been a lot of stuff going on in my world lately. With lawyer's appointments, trying to get the money out of my mom's bank because she passed away about a year ago now, coming up in May. Just so many other things going on, and oh my gosh, appointment after appointment after appointment, and I'm dying to get on the road. We have 2 more appointments to do before we can leave on our cross Canada trip, which I think both me and Mr. CRUZ need in a very big way, is to get back on the road. Being on the road is fun and carefree, and there's no stress, and you roll at your own pace, and oh, I can't wait for that. Now adding CRUZ's little leg injury to this was a lot. It was a lot. And I'm pretty sure CRUZ has been feeling the pressure here lately too, as I get wound up. I think CRUZ has been feeling a little of my energy, you know. But he had the time of his life playing in the snow. Just sucks that it caught up to him. Maybe he's getting old too. I know I am. CRUZ is falling asleep sitting up right now. It is so cute. Why don't you lie down, buddy? Such a character, CRUZ. Cruzy doesn't want to eat, and I have to give him his medication, see if he'll eat some treats. Oh, there we go. Good boy, buddy. No? I'm not gonna eat it? You want me to shove it in there a little bit more? Oh, buddy, I better give you a couple more. Good boy, buddy. This makes it nice and easy. It's got a little line on there. Open up this drawer without moving Cruzy very much. Stay there, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, bud. Move. You stay there. There you go, bro. Alright. This box here on my floor here is the new flooring for my van. I thought this flooring here, I found it at Lowe's, and it kind of matches my walls, I think, the best. You okay, bud? Take it easy. What if I put the bucket back up here? And we'll see if we can get you in the front seat. Wanna try? Is that where you wanna go, buddy? Hey, you take it easy, bro. Daddy will pick you up. Whoa, whoa, hey. There we go. Buddy, take it easy. Take it easy. So it's this leg here that's hurting really bad. He's been having a hard time getting comfortable. Hey, you're good there? You want to try turning around? What do you want, buddy? I'll do anything. I have an appointment coming up here at J5 Custom Vans. We're gonna do my floor at his shop instead of my shop because this cabinet John built, and over the last like 3 and some years it's been in here, it's got some rot and stuff here along the bottom from the water and stuff here. So John's gonna remake this cabinet for me, not the whole thing, just the bottom side of it, and kind of make it waterproof a little bit. And while he's doing that, we're gonna lay down a new floor. This cupboard here is gonna be a little bit smaller. It's my laundry cupboard and miscellaneous stuff cupboard. It's also where I keep my little baby Jackery battery. That's gonna be a little smaller now, so I'm gonna have to rethink my organization as this van changes and moves on. How's my battery doing here? Oh, 2%. This thing needs to be plugged in and charged. I charge this thing by just plugging it into my, it's back there, my inverter, or I plug it in while I drive just off my 12-volt adapter right on the dashboard there, but 2%. She's just about done. It's got a place to plug in a portable solar panel, also plugged into the wall. Pushing that turns on the USBs here. This turns on your AC power so you can plug in your laptop. It's got a pure sine wave inverter inside. And this is the smaller one. As they get bigger, there's more and more options here on the front, whether it be USB-C and a few more USBs, or 2 or 3 different plugs on the front of them, depending on the size of the one that you choose. This one has been in my van now for, shoot, just about 4 years now. I use this thing quite a bit, especially when I'm out and about around the vehicle and I just need to keep my my camera charged. This thing is my #1 go-to for when I'm outside. Thanks to Jackery for sponsoring this video here today. they are having a huge sale on right now. And I honestly think every van lifer could use this small battery. Whether you're like me and have a big, huge system in your vehicle with solar on the roof, this small little bugger is the one that I go to every single time. And could you start your van life with this thing? You could absolutely start your van life with a small battery like this one, or run a huge system off some of their larger batteries. So they're having a sale on right now. They're having a 12% off sale right now on the solar generator 1500 plus the 2 Solar Saga 100s as a kit, and also the solar generator 1000 with the 2 100 watt solar panels as a kit are on sale right now for 12% off. The links to Jackery is always in every description of every video, and I'll also leave them in the top comment on this video. Thanks, Jackery, for always having our back here and helping us keep moving down the road a little bit more every day. My new floor, buddy. Does that make you excited even a little bit? A little bit? I'm pretty excited because I think this is the last video that we all have to take a look at this giant tear in my floor. That's it. On the next video, this will be getting repaired. One thing that's going to change though is this floor is soft. It's got some play to it, so when I'm on it, it's not that bad on the knees. When this goes in, because a sheet of plywood's going down here, it's going to be really hard. So I got thicker rugs in here that should help take the pressure off, but the plus side to having a proper floor is longevity, and don't have to worry about sharper objects on such a soft floor. It's going to be a lot more durable, and without a doubt will last the lifetime of this home I have here. And I should have did it at the beginning, but we're doing it now. This box here is my fridge. Oh, what a mess. So because I don't have a fridge right now, because all that stuff is clearly raw dog food for CRUZ for the next foreseeable bit, I'm just buying stuff that I will eat in the next couple of days. So what a mess. Look at this stuff just everywhere. A majority of this stuff will go down quick. That'll only last me like a day. Bags of spinach, because I've been doing more blended smoothies and stuff like that, that will go by pretty quick. But as soon as there's enough room on one side of my fridge freezer back there to turn it back into a fridge, I will do that. So with the amount of raw food that's in there for CRUZ, there's probably a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then I can have my fridge back. Thankfully, the temperature is still okay that I can keep the stuff here inside the van. We're gonna Ziploc bag up these Aussie bites, get them out of that container. They will probably last longer, but these things are damn delicious. The other day when I was packing up the shop and loading the freezer and stuff for CRUZ, I learned the value of Ziploc bags, on how you can save so much more room getting things out of the traditional containers and putting them in Ziploc bags. I think this is something I'll probably do a little bit more often as my van life continues forward. Because anytime you can save a little space in the van or create more space, it's super beneficial. Except for if you're like me and like to hoard supplies, because I'm a bit of a supply hoarder. I blame the pandemic for that. I blame grocery store problems and now stock supply stuff for me being a bit of a supply hoarder. I hated going into a place and then not being able to find something, or things being closed down, or all the crazy stuff that's gone on in the last stack of years. So I am one that carries way more paper towel, way more propane than I need, and just all the stuff. Like I probably got 10 lighters in my van. I don't even know. It's just extra stock, which means less supply runs, or better safety when I'm out there in the backcountry, knowing that I've got lots of food and lots of supplies. At this point, I could probably live off-grid in my van, minus fruits and vegetables and stuff. I could probably live off-grid for 2 months without needing to go back in for supplies, which is pretty amazing in itself. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I flipped my, I am so gross. I flipped my top sheet, my fitted sheet that's over my mattress. I flip it upside down once in a while just so it's clean on the other side. Is that gross? The only reason why I do that is because CRUZ lies down right here, so this side gets covered in dog hair a fair amount, and here is where his mouth usually is, so there's usually like spots and stuff from drool or little pieces of food and stuff that gets gross just in here. If the whole thing was like soiled from me, I'd totally just wash it, but sometimes it just gets dirty from CRUZ, so I flip it upside down to buy me an extra handful of days or a week or 2 weeks out of it. I know a lot of people that live in homes are like, that's foul. When you live in a van, you do a lot of things that most people wouldn't do. And that's true. Like, you'll wear underwear for 5 days because who cares? You'll wear the same clothes. Like, I've been wearing these pants now for shorts now for I don't even know how many days. But you do things sometimes that most people be like, you're disgusting. That's why I'm super thankful that I got a girlfriend that lives in a van, because we're two disgusting people. This is great. So I got a message from the vet this morning with the results of his x-ray, and they said it looks like there's been some damage to his tendons around his wrist from previous. So he had injured his wrist at some point before, maybe a bunch of small little tears in the tendon. And right now there's a fair amount of damage to a bunch of the tendons that make the wrist move. They said no further actions really needed. They just suggest rest, continue with the pain medication, and really take it easy on him in the future. Monitor his playtime with other dogs, no jumping in and out of vehicles. But it's pretty sad that they think that with the damage that's around his wrist, that this is going to cause him some problems as he gets older with arthritis and stuff like that. And I hate hearing things like that, because bulldogs are big, thick dogs. You know, they go through a lot already anyway because of their size and their structure. And so right now we're going to try to cut back on, he's lost a fair amount of weight recently. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to shed him down a little bit more weight, because the less pressure that he has on his joints, the better he's going to be in the long run. So as much as he's sad now, he's going to be sad when daddy starts cutting back on his food. Anyway, I'm really damn excited that I'm getting my floor done on a brighter note here. Getting all that stuff fixed up, getting the water cabinet repaired, and then we're on the road. We are leaving this island. I'm going over to spend some time with my daughter, and then we bouncing out for the entire summer. Really excited to see my daughter and excited to just move. We didn't do a lot of moving around last year, and that starts to kind of wear on the brain. When you have a steering wheel in your home and you have the ability to move around, oh my gosh, to sit still is incredibly hard. Thankfully, we've had the shop space to keep my mind busy, but I missed out a lot last year, and I plan on making up for it this year, that's for sure. Where am I heading first? All I gotta say is I'm leaving this island, and I have no clue at all where our first adventures are gonna go. I'm probably gonna do some backcountry stuff, because I really just want to get out and get away from people and do some serious videos, lots of drone shots, and just be out there and let nature calm everything that's been going on inside of here. It's been a busy few weeks, my friends, and I'm excited to unplug for a little while. I'm excited to unplug for the next 6 months, where all I gotta do is move forward a little bit more every day. Oh, just life is so easy out there on the road. It's just carefree, inspiring, and it motivates me to be creative. And that's probably one of my favorite parts about being on the road, is I get motivated to turn my camera on, and things happen inside. I find I get inspired, and that stirs a lot of emotion, which means a lot of me standing up on the top of a cliff having prolific talks with you, because nature is doing something here, and I really miss those moments. All right, you guys, I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be fixing this darn floor. Super stoked on that one. Anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. See you guys in a few days.